Awesome. Okay, so want to welcome everybody to the leadership call. It's been a month since we've been on here together. For some of you, it's been 2 or 3 months because you've been enjoying the summer and you've been holidaying, and that's okay. It's great to see some friendly faces. I'm going to let Jen Brennan do a big welcome. Jen, are you there?
Here.
Say it again.
Mom, can we have a snack? Yes, you can. Okay, we're just on a call, okay? Here, I'll get to it. Yay. Is Natalie on?
Jen, your time to welcome our newest leader.
Is Natalie on? Oh, Natalie's on.
Hi, I'm here.
I think that you keep. Yeah, I can't. I think that she's frozen.
Jen, you're frozen in like a scary position in your face.
I know, right? She's like this. Let's all imitate Jen.
She's going to hate us. We can't do that.
I know, right? I shouldn't do that because you see me frozen. And I've got a funny face. Okay, we'll just keep, they'll figure it out. Okay, I guess I'm going to do the welcome, Natalie, because my internet is working, but Jen wanted to do the honors. So welcome to the leadership call. Welcome to SSC. We're just so excited of your promotion and that you did it in the month of August. So can you maybe share with us what you did in the month of August? I'm going to say in the last week. Share with everybody kind of the momentum of what you created with your team.
Well, I for some reason, August was just a really good month for the whole entire team, for my whole downline. And for the last couple days, basically leading up to it, I didn't even realize that I was that close. It was Jen that let me know. And when I let my team know, they really, really pushed. Just worked really hard, hustled to get into contact with customers that, just get some early shipments, all sorts of stuff. They really worked very hard, but we were already pretty close. And I don't know how, it was just one of those months that just happened to be all of us had a really good August. Yeah, we're really lucky.
Awesome. Well, we're so excited and proud of you for making that happen. And I understand that Jen Brennan was that phone call you needed to give yourself a little bit of, or maybe a big kick in the butt to push you to get there. And you did it.
I didn't know I was that close. And she was like, do you know how close you are? And I was like, oh my gosh, like I sort of shame on me for not really paying attention. So she really, really helped me get there. So I really appreciate it. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't even be here. I'm not even kidding. I wouldn't have. So she's an awesome upline. Thank you, Jen.
Sorry, guys. My house is like meltdown right now. I've got 3 psychos running around and the internet's unstable. Can you guys hear me right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so sorry that I hope Natalie didn't have to congratulate herself. I think I missed the segue. But Nat has been on my team for a couple of years now, and she was one of my first distributors. One sec, guys.
The life of children.
So what I was going to say was Nat was, SSC has been in her vision for a little while now. And last week I just phoned her and I was like, okay, I want you to know how close you are and I want you to just trust me on this. I know you're totally capable of doing this. Your team are a bunch of rock stars. Nat has just become this absolutely incredible leader to this team of women that are really just bringing their businesses so quickly. And so we just rallied and her team was like, let's do this. Like, we're not going to stop until it's done. Friday was a day of mixed emotions. Poor Natalie, I don't know if she told you guys, but her dog has diabetes and has been peeing in her house on everything and then drinking his own pee because he's so thirsty. And she had a cyst removed on her face. And they bruised her bone on her face. So she was in severe pain on Friday. And I was like, okay, we're just going to keep going. So And she had 2 screaming children who walked out her front door almost onto her street while we were like gunning for it. So when I say it was chaotic, it was definitely chaotic, but she did it.
Jen's
and
like, wasn't that such a rush? I'm like, I hated every minute of it. Like, I didn't like that. She's like, don't you love the rush? I'm like, no, that was not a good rush. It was like a horrifying rush, but we did it.
It was so much fun, but her and her team just totally blew it out of the water. So I'm just so happy and proud of you, Nat, and I'm so excited for you to join us and be part of the leadership team. Everybody is amazing.
Thank you so much, Jen.
Awesome. So that's great. And hopefully you guys all had a great summer. Following a lot of you on Facebook, I just want to say how proud I am for, I think, everybody that was just doing their own events and doing their things. I love Susan Baker. You were doing your Veggie Social. I love that. I loved, Courtney, you're down in Arizona and you guys were rocking out events. I got to see firsthand the type of events that you're doing, from the balls to the walls, and you're doing like unbelievable community salad in a jar party. I mean, I left on this, what day did I leave? But anyways, you guys were getting ready for 20 people for your salad in a jar party at Sarah Beermore's house, and you came over to help her. So just so proud of everyone, just still continuing to share and build in their own way that felt good and resonated with them. Nat, you were doing your stuff. You're like master at like play dates and getting kids together and sharing the love. And I love the fact that we did a Boss Babe event at a plant-based restaurant at Copper Branch. That was awesome. Like 20 people out on the patio. It was a gorgeous evening eating plant-based food. And we literally ended up getting somebody on our team, this beautiful black hot single daddy that was just a customer there, but was so inspired by our message that he joined our team. And it's just when you go and you share and you do and you're on fire, people are drawn to that. And Jen was there with me and we had so much fun. Stop. What are you guys laughing at? Jen and Melissa.
My kids, when you said big, black, beautiful man, daddy, my kids are all like, hee.
Okay. I'm keeping it real.
I'll that to them later.
Okay. Anyways, it was so cool to see. So a couple things. We do have an agenda. We're going to talk about events. We're going to talk about conference. We're going to talk about making connection calls with your team and what that could look like for you guys. Some goal setting, and talk about getting back to Wednesday weekly team calls based on your feedback. When we start the 9 o'clock Team B call, I will be updating everybody on the latest NMD update for, I guess, Canada, because we always get these updates. And I won't go over it again. I'll wait for you guys to jump on the call, but there's some really good details that you guys need to know about. But what we'll do is I just want to, start off with asking people, how are you guys feeling as you're heading into September? Are you feeling excited? Do you feel like you're starting to pick up momentum? I know, who's on a shred right now? Anybody on a shred? Okay, cool. So I think I see a lot of the shred groups going and running. I love running shred groups. They're so fun. Who loves running shred groups? I love them. They're so fun. Yeah. They're so real. And, right now the comments are about gas and farting, and it's just so fun to help people get through that crazy 3 days of the war in the gut, for sure. So I'm having a lot of fun. Okay, so let's talk about events real quickly. Is everybody feeling good about their calendar right now? Like, everybody knows what's going on. You guys know that we've got conference coming up. We'll touch base on that in a sec. But in regards to like the big boot camps coming up in Collingwood, early bird tickets are going to be coming up. So you guys have to make sure you get your early bird tickets, get your hotel. We have the Raising Kids and unhealthy processed world. That's coming up, which is really exciting. That's local. We'll be doing a live event on that. So if you guys are outside of obviously our area, you guys can tap into that. Nikki's already set that up, which we're really excited about. So thanks, Nikki. And then I know Susan Baker, like you got your kind of own stuff going on in Toronto. Do you have any update of like planning for Toronto or Burlington or any of your tribes?
Yeah. So thank you. I was just going to jump in. I'm doing a back to school lunches and snack ideas talk in Toronto on Monday, September 25th. I just haven't posted it in Team B yet. But anybody who's got any prospects or any team or whatever that wants to come to that, it's not a Juice Plus event per se, but it is, I'm going to talk about healthy supplements for healthy kids. So definitely bringing it up and chatting about our story and all that stuff. So I will post that in Team B. I continue to do salad jar events at my house and some other little things. So here's what I'm going to suggest is that anybody who wants to know what's going on in Toronto, just join the JP Toronto Health Reps Facebook group. I could post that in Team B as well. It's basically just me right now. I am trying to build a team. But I would be happy to keep people posted on what, even the small things that I'm doing so that you could plug into that. In terms of Burlington, yep, I have a new awesome rep in Burlington. Nicole, I know you've got a rep there as well. Billy Joe is my rep. She's reached out to your rep. What's her name again?
Christine.
Yeah, so she's reached out to her. I'm hoping to go out there sometime to actually meet my rep in person. Anyway, long story short, we'll get something going in Burlington once we feel like the momentum, it makes sense to actually do a bigger event there. But they can connect about little things. And then, trying to get Christina McLean kind of settled in Brockville and connected to the Ottawa girls. And, Sarah Marin, Sarah Mokhtar, they know I'll help them with an event out that way. That's all my update.
Cool. Sarah, do you want to give an update for Ottawa?
Hey, yes. So we have, hi everyone. Oh wait, I don't want to, there we go. That's more appropriate. I was putting it lower.
You're just showing off the big.
Not appropriate. I was going to say, so lots happening in Ottawa. We had our planning meeting last night. We saw an amazing space. Stephanie Marsh on our team has like this corporate space downtown Ottawa. It's so sexy and snazzy. So anyways, we were inspired and we booked 4 events per month, I think, between now and the end of the year. So we've got the Healthy Kids, Raising Healthy Kids event, our Juice Plus Regional at the end of September. Super excited about that. So if everybody wants to invite their teammates from Montreal or the surrounding area, the regional's in a hotel so they can get a room if they need to. And we've got the Prevention Plus with Nicole Scott the night before. What else do we have? October, we've got Jen Pike. Everything's up and running there. We're just waiting for our flyers. We should have that shortly. What else do we have? Debt-Free Christmas. We're starting that in October because we've got a lot of momentum going. So we're creating an event strictly Debt-Free Christmas. And how can we fast track people to SC so that on December 15th, they get a huge bonus check so they have no debts for Christmas. That's our plan.
I love that. That's so creative. Debt-Free Christmas.
Yeah, it's going to be sexy. We're going to serve wine at the event, and then we're going to do a Taste the Shred at the same time so people understand the product, the business, and what they need to do to get there. So it's a complete map for like 45 days to get to a debt-free Christmas. So the whole team's really jazzed up about that. I'm so excited.
I love it, Sarah. I did the first Taste of the Shred down in Arizona. I did one Friday night and Saturday night. And I tell you, it was fantastic. They were in people's homes. And I don't know what the signups were like, but the conversations were so good. People were so amazed at the food so that the recipes were plant-based and out of the shred guide. Yeah. But just the socializing piece of it and people eating and having wine and asking questions in an open form. People were so excited about trying the shred. I would try to go around to talk to it, and most people that I talked to were like ready, like, I want to do this.
Yeah. So, well, we're recruiting it based on this is the, John Holloway, is that his Holloway? The laptop lifestyle.
Yeah.
So kind of mimicking that sort of thing, but with the shred. So we'll be cooking on site, we'll be tasting on site, signing people up. And yeah, so it's going to be super, super exciting. What else do we have? We have our Ottawa Christmas party. If people want to invite their reps, we'll post it soon, but it's Wednesday, December 6th.
Awesome.
Because we're planning on bringing up some carloads to the Team B one on the 2nd.
Wow, that is so amazing. You guys are rocking it up in Ottawa. That is true leadership when you open up a new area. So I just want to say congratulations. And I love that you guys are using the no excuses. You guys have babies and you're probably sleep deprived at times and, mommy brain, but you're making it happen. And it just reminds me of Michelle Ball's new NMD is in her 20s and works night shift, has a toddler, is 30 weeks pregnant, and got to NMD this summer. Yeah. So you guys are following her footsteps, which is no excuses, and I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I was breastfeeding at our meeting last night, and I bring Madeline to all my meetings, and we've got probably between 3 reps. We're looking at adding 6 new team members in September here in Ottawa. So we've got lots of professionals linked arms. Becky's made amazing connections with professionals. They support Juice Plus. They're not reps yet, and Susan Baker's coming. Like, what? And Sean's looking to come. Like, hello, we're really cool now. Ottawa's fun to be.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good job. Okay. Anybody else want to comment on events? Jen or Melissa, have I missed anything?
I'm not sure because I was upstairs putting Makai to bed.
I think you're good. You went through the calendar, so I think you're good.
Yeah. Did you want to talk at all about the potential tour that we are considering, or do you want to hold off until we go into more details?
Yeah, I'm usually one to jump the gun and say, but I really don't have much to say about it.
Okay. We're doing a planning session for the full day and Friday in Collywood. So we're thinking about a future tour and we're brainstorming. So, if you guys have any ideas about what you would like to see from Jen, Melissa, and I, from a tour standpoint, just send us a message. But we've got some ideas kind of floating around. But of course, we always love to hear your feedback of what type of a tour might look like from us.
Just one comment on events, Nicole. In addition to what we are doing and planning, make sure you guys are filling your own calendars, and anything is an event, right? A 3-way call is an event. I'm going to do a salad jar party at my house in the next, probably not this month, but for the end of the month for my next shred, even if I only have 2 people, because it's going to work for me, right? So if you guys love salad jars, just have a friend or 2 over, but just always be active because it just energizes us, right? When we're around other people, even if we're not formally sharing, but just keeping yourself in the game. So whatever kind of event you like to do, you like to run, get a group of people to run, right? Whatever it is you like to do, just keep creating those little events to create those communities within your community so you're not just waiting for the bigger events, so to do the small stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, great. Let's talk about conference. So who's going to conference? Just curious. Jen, Courtney, Melissa, Jen. Sarah's like in the middle, okay. And Nat?
Sorry.
Natalie?
Nat? Woo woo!
She say yes?
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Who's driving? Who's going to drive? Who's planning to drive or fly? So drive? You're flying, Courtney. Jen, you're flying. You already got your ticket, I know, with Sam. Okay, so our goal is for some of us is to drive and to fill our cars and help people get down there in an affordable way from Toronto. So definitely an option for your distributor. So Susan, even if you're not going, it might be something to consider with your team, especially with your movers and shakers, is to hook up with like Melissa, who's going, and maybe catch a ride down there. So something to consider. So there is an email that goes out from corporate Canada that you guys have all gotten email, and you guys need to confirm that you're attending the Canadian conference. So I just want to let you know, because they need to always know numbers. What else do you need to know about conference? Making sure that you have your hotel room. If there is a concern that you can't get a hotel room, just let me know, because there's always hotel rooms that come up usually 2 weeks out on different groups that you can take over the reservation.
With hotels, I was speaking to, I can't remember her name, who organizes all the hotels for Juice Plus, and they did send out an email. Yeah, I think that's their name, Vicky, saying that they have a larger than average waiting list for the hotels. They actually messaged me asking me if I did want my hotel or if I wanted to cancel it and give it up. So do not wait for those hotels. Book something so that you have something, and then you can always cancel if you get your other hotel. But if you don't, then you do have something. So that's the first time since I've been around that that's happened.
Okay.
Stuff usually does come up, but just to be safe, right?
Yeah. Okay, good to know. Anything else that we're missing on conference then? Just, it's coming up fast. It's crazy.
Get your tickets sooner than later, because I don't know when the early bird ends.
Usually the end of September, I think, right? So
I'm not sure. I missed it last year, and I got lucky. I got in there because I was going to 39 Club Retreat, so they gave me the regular rate again. But I had missed it, and I didn't know. So book your ticket. Book your ticket.
Okay. Connection calls. So something to consider. September is just like a new year. And I know, gosh, I think it might be 10 years ago. This is the advice I got way back from Alicia, was go down through your downline growth report and make a connection call with all of your distributors. And that is actually the connection call I made with Melissa. I reached out to her. We didn't have much of a relationship. I invited her out to a regional, just like we're having one coming up, and had that conversation, bought her ticket, picked her up, and look at what happened. So my advice to you guys with your team and your downline growth report is get on the phone and book at least 30-minute connection calls and just connect with them, find out. I mean, every year, there's something that will change in their lives. So I can't tell you how many people, have already come back to life because they've kind of been missing in action. I actually had one rep just come out. She was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I haven't done anything in a year. I signed up. She goes, I'm ready to do this business. What do I need to do? So you just never know when they're ready to go. So, but take leadership, own it. And in those connection calls, you want to be talking about goal setting. You want to be talking about events. You want to make sure that their events are in there. You also want to make sure that you have taken them through the startup meeting guide on Team Be the Change. So if you are on here and you're a leader and haven't gone through our new team website, you absolutely need to do that. It's like your homework assignment. You as a leader need to be really good at our website so that when you are teaching and coaching, that you're doing that duplication. And we just want to hammer that. When you talk to like a Michelle Ball or a Sandy B and, what's working for their team, they know that website like the back of their hand. They just have figured out the process. They're doing it. They're duplicating it. A new person comes on. It's just like bam, 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 bam. They're doing the steps and they're getting them off to a fast start. And so I just think that there's still this gap in our team that we haven't perfected yet when it comes to our leadership of making sure that everybody is following the system. And I know, Courtney, you guys have the same system in the US. You guys have it on Team Rocket. That's another website that you guys can totally take advantage of. If you got any US team, is there a beer more pretty much take just about identical to the way that we do it. So that was awesome. Am I frozen? You were freezing.
Yeah, and you shouldn't have made fun of Jen because your frozen face was way worse than hers.
Was it? Oh. There we go. Am I frozen?
Yes, Nikki.
Buddy that's on this call right now, can you guys hear me or am I freezing?
Your face is frozen. Your voice is kind of frozen. I can't hear anything unless it's me.
Yeah, we can't hear her either.
Am I back?
Yep.
You're back, but your face isn't.
Am I back? You guys hear me?
I feel like this is a horrible cell phone commercial. Can you hear me now?
I feel like Jen and I are the peanut gallery over here.
And
I'm the Muppets.
Nicole's face is frozen, but she's still talking. So creepy.
It doesn't show that I'm frozen.
Frozen with your O face.
Am I frozen still? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay, Jen and Melissa, do you want to take over and talk about the Wednesday weekly call and goal setting?
Go.
Sure. Yeah, so we've decided to bring back the regular Wednesday calls at 9 p.m. that we used to do all the time for the entire Team B. We just felt that I don't know how you guys are feeling, but all the feedback that we were getting from the majority of our team members are that they felt a disconnect when that stopped. Like, I know that we tried our own surge, and then that kind of flunked a little bit, and then we started the Monday Night Design a Life You Love Facebook events, which are amazing. However, there's no interaction. So they're great to have because you can send people to them to go back and watch, video after video. But I think just for Zoom calls, we just really think that pulls the whole team together, especially for new people. We were talking about this last night on a call with Natalie's team, that when it's your own franchise and it's your own online business that you're running from your home, it's really easy to become disconnected and feel like you're not really a part of anything if you're not in constant contact with people. So just having something for everyone to log into every Wednesday at 9:00, just to sort of keep that team bonding and touching base and seeing people's faces and hearing people's voices, we just feel that will, really inspire the team to feel like they're a part of something again, because a lot of people have sort of just faded out from losing those weekly calls. So we're going to be bringing those back at 9:00 every Wednesday. They're going to be set up similar to how we did them before, but some training, some updates, some guest speakers. It's going to be a little bit of everything, but I know a lot of the team that I've told so far are really excited about it.
Yep, it's going to be good. If you guys have any suggestions as to what you think your team needs, let us know, because we don't want to have a guest speaker every week. We don't want to do full training every week, but let us know. Love some ideas, what you guys need, what you think your team needs. Ask them, and then by all means, just message this group chat.
Yeah, just use Facebook Messenger. So it was
You're totally cutting out, Nicole.
Can you guys hear my?
Whatever, just throw it out to the group, and we'll keep adding.
Right. She's not frozen. I don't know what
we don't know if she's frozen or not. But yeah, so does anybody have any ideas of what you guys would like us doing on the Monday night or the Wednesday night calls, just while we're all on the computer together? I know that lots of you do separate training with your own teams, which is amazing as well, but we just think that, the bigger the team call, like coming on and there being, 50, 60 people on a Wednesday night call, as opposed to like the calls that I do with smaller areas of my teams with 5 or 6 people, it just has like a different vibe to it, right? So does anybody have any suggestions of stuff that they want to do that we haven't done yet?
What about, hey guys, what about sharing success stories? So, if it's on a weekly basis, it could really build momentum, and I think that'd be great. Like, let's just hear what everyone's up to that's working.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, it could be like different people contribute different weeks that they're on the call, and just totally random, spontaneous, but that could be like, 5-minute segment.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's inspiring for people too, right? Just to hear how, even like getting Natalie on one of the next calls or something like that, and telling your story from when you first started to hitting SSC, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think those can be spontaneous too, because somebody could hit promotion or do something amazing on the 8th of the month or the 22nd, right? So I think those can just be spontaneous any week, any Wednesday.
Totally. Yeah, but just put that in the agenda and say, okay, does anyone have any, what's it called? Not success stories, but the hell is that
Wins?
term?
Wins? Wins?
Yeah, there's a term. I don't know. It'll come to me, but
I
Like
that.
a breakthrough moment.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's bugging me now. I'll think of it.
I like it. Thanks, Susan.
Yeah, maybe just that Wednesday. If whoever has something to say, just throw it into the team leaders chat so that we know to put it on there just in case it gets missed. Or of course,
Okay.
if you forget, just jump in, butt in the call. It's all good.
What did you guys think about when Melissa and Nicole started like getting different NMD speakers, or just even like different speakers at any level, but from teams in different countries maybe, and picking their brains on, what they're doing in, England to make things work, what they're doing, I don't know, even see if we can find somebody in Dubai, the new market that's open up there, like just all over the place.
Anyone?
Crickets.
Well, I like the idea that it's different markets, right? So it's different inspiration, because they might not be doing salad jar parties. They might be doing like balls and booties or something different. I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I think that'd be interesting. But I think if we had like balls and booties, that's my next event. It's called Balls and Booties. See if you shape your butt, inspired by Jen Pike, and teach people how to make balls. But anyways, that aside, could we maybe do an event like where we do maybe 1 week it's introducing the business? So if we like have prospects that are interested in the Juice Plus business and stuff like that, mix it up just a little bit.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep. Yeah, we totally can do that. I mean, that's why we kind of did our Design a Life You Love on Monday nights, to do the stories, right?
Yeah.
And throw prospects in there. And I guess the question is, do you guys still want to continue to do that? I mean, I like it. I have a ton of people in that group that are prospects, and they're slowly starting to come on. Like, I just got a shredder from that group that's looking at the business. I got another customer that just started with Shred, and it's all because of the stories that are happening in the Monday night call, the Monday night Design a Life You Love.
Yeah.
So definitely continue to build. I think it's a great hub of having a ton of stories. I know that some of you are definitely taking advantage of it more than others, and you're tagging people. I love hearing the variety of ways people are building various themes. I also love, oh, I missed the rest. But yeah, so I mean, I love it. I really hope that we continue to do those stories. Anybody else?
I'd love to hear like some case studies. I wrote in there about typical stories or blocks that people are having, like our reps are having with potential customers, in ways that, because they're all really the same stories and reasons that come up for all of us when we're talking to people. So I'd love for team to be able to hear from a variety of distributors and leaders as to how they've handled those questions and how they've troubleshooted around that.
Yeah, I like it. Just
yeah. Courtney, you guys do a lot of stuff with the team. What are some of the things that you find are working in Arizona with your group?
Nicole, you're like on slow motion speed talking.
I think I heard what she said. Is she wondering if or what we're doing on our team calls?
I think so. And what like what other sort of things do you do each week? Yeah.
Right now we are basically talking a lot about organization. Right. We did organization. We just do a lot of things that people are needing. That 4 pillars thing that Sarah did, talking about the 4 pillars of the business. One thing that we did the other day that people really liked is just we had an open forum, kind of like when Nicole was here, she did that Super Saturday training, and there was a lot of interaction there. We kind of took that and went into our team training and did the same thing. So I think like just involving a lot of the team, just in getting them speaking and getting them actually like learning to talk and tell stories and finding what their aha moment was, and just aha moment, their wins, etc. That's what really is getting our people on the call. So when we're asking people, we ask people ahead of time, hey, can you share this? Or hey, can you share that? And when we ask them to do that, it gets them really, really excited. And they actually come on. Oh yeah, there you go. Thanks, Sarah. I was wondering if I was frozen too. But yeah, those types of things are, and what somebody just said, the success stories, I think it was Susan, success stories. We've been actually trying to ask people to get on and share their story about their successes. Anytime we have new reps, we try and get them on and just introduce themselves so they actually feel like a part of the team as well. So I just ask them to come on to the Zoom right away so that they can talk and just introduce themselves to us, and then we can say hi to them and just kind of just say, hey, welcome, you know. So that's kind of the few things that we've been doing. Other than that, it's just multiple trainings, DMOs, getting into action. What else do people train on that I can't think of? Social media, what to say on social media, what not to do on social media, those types of things. So just random trainings that we think that people need throughout the week, things that come up throughout the week. We'll get into a leadership chat and just say, hey, this came up this week. Can we talk about this? And so we do. Hope that helps.
And it's kind of like you're on repeat.
Yeah, I think I got what Nicole was saying. It's repeating itself a lot.
Yeah.
So, a lot of repetition.
Nicole, go sit on your router.
Seriously, this is so crazy.
You can't even swear because you keep cutting out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I took some notes here. So
Practices. All right.
oh,
I'm scared to talk now.
When you guys have your regionals and stuff, I think you do this. Come back on and share the biggest takeaway from the big events that you do. I know a lot of people really like that as well.
Right. Okay. That's good.
Good.
Okay, so we got lots of ideas there that we'll start implementing starting next week. So we really appreciate you sharing, Courtney. And then really at the end of the day, I would just challenge you guys about goal setting, right? We have now until the end of the year, and then all of a sudden 2018 happens. So work with your sponsor, your upline, to connect with them with goals and make sure that you feel comfortable with it and that you're going after a goal. If we don't have goals, we're not really moving forward. So hopefully everybody has a goal and a date in mind that they're striving for, and then you put the action into place. Before we wrap up, I know we have our team call at 9 o'clock. Does anybody want to share anything else in regards to just how they're feeling, or what they're up to, or the momentum that is on their team, or anything that they want to share, or just some tidbits before we wrap up? Anybody? Everyone's quiet. Am I frozen? Oh,
No,
you
I'm
can
not frozen.
hear me? I don't know if I'm talking to a wall or not. It's like, hello, is anybody in there?
you have to go sit in your garage.
I've done that before.
I know. Where is your router? Seriously, go sit beside it at 9.
Okay, it's actually down in the hallway.
Working really good now.
Okay, that's great. Okay, any last closing words, Melissa, Jen, that you want to say before we jump on our call in 30 minutes?
Just asking everybody here, is there anything in particular you guys want covered on our team call tonight?
Maybe we can get Nat to share her story.
Yep.
Yeah? That would be great.
You want me to share my story? Which one?
Tonight at 9 o'clock.
I
Which
would say,
one? SSE?
yeah, just focus on your journey to SSC, what that looks like so far.
Your last,
Not
the
just-
day of.
The day of, but also like when you signed up and just, where you found your
Once
team.
upon a
and
time.
how much you loved Friday.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I loved Friday.
And I'll just hold the messages up where you're swearing.
Was I swearing? No, that would be Voxer. You can just play them off of Voxer.
You're always swearing on my Voxer.
We swear
What about
a lot.
hey guys, sorry. What about for the 9 o'clock call, or any of the Wednesday night calls? That quick reminder, Melissa, you kind of talked about it tonight. I think it was you or Nicole, about events, and that an event doesn't have to be like a big scary event, but that it's anything. Like it can be just having a tea with somebody. It could be a small gathering at your house or meeting up with a couple people. But not just organizing your own events, but going to events as well, and the whole power of events for belief. Why are you laughing?
If you could hear the noise her dog is making, it's awful. He's
God.
licking his feet.
What's going on at that house?
And then I had to mute because he was snoring earlier.
And he's farting under the table while we're sitting here. I have an English bulldog and he's 10, so.
Yeah, there's lots going on under the table here while we're trying to do this.
I'm laughing because Sarah Marin was breastfeeding and she looked like she was a criminal. You could only see her eyes in the shot. I'm in a parking lot drinking a tea because I needed to get away from my shit show house. What is this mean? So good.
My kid's screaming upstairs. I threw him into bed after he ate banana and peanut butter. He has peanut butter all over his face and he's in his room screaming that he wants to watch TV, and it's like 8:30 and he's 3. Yeah.
So this business is about therapy as much as it
That's too funny.
Okay. Well,
What else was I gonna say? There was one more thing, and I'm blank now. I got distracted when you something about licking his meat.
Feet. Oh, Jesus. All right. So we will do Nat's story, events, like Susan said, along with conference, of course.
welcoming new team.
Welcoming new team that get on. Yeah.
So for any of you that have new distributors that are going to be on the call tonight, we're just going to ask for you guys to do a quick welcome. Sound good? Susan Baker now looks creepy in the
That would be great. Yeah, and I'll go.
Can't hear you, Nicole.
Too
Oh,
funny.
for the love of God.
I'm here.
Oh, there you are.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm trying to move my phone around for a signal. Okay. Anyways, guys, so let's wrap up. Thank you so much. Sorry for all the technology. It's so funny on these calls. It's like a gong show. But on that note, thanks, everyone. We'll tune in 30 minutes, and look forward to a strong September.
Sounds good. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.